Welcome to 108 Gate, where we are exploring the energies of the current reading, the current moment. And the word that's coming for today's reading is heavy. So these are just flipped out together, so I'm going to put them here. Heavy, desire to be of where you place, be certain of where you place your passion, insight. The answers are there for those who look. So as I was putting the magnets down, the letters down, I was hearing the Beatles song, I Want You. Because in that song there's a line saying something about she's so heavy or he's so heavy or something like that. But it was the if you hear that song, I'll try and find the link and put it in the bottom. But the nature of it is kind of like, want you so bad, it's driving me mad. So it's like where things may appear to be of a light-hearted nature, for example, a love relationship, yet there's aspects of it that go into a heavy burden place, heavily burdened place, or self becomes burdened by what started off as light and fluffy, if that makes sense. So then that makes sense as to why desire, be certain of where you place your passion, insight. The answers are there for those who look. Now that feels as though, if, just as an example, there's lots of other examples too, but if we have a lust for someone, a lust for something, are we actually seeing, the actual burden of acquiring that? Are we calculating the burden of buying, purchasing, owning certain things? Do we really own anything? Some may argue not a thing. We can't take it with us, but at the same time we can have and hold the experiences of things. So it's how you look at it. So the focus on heavy is, where are you burdening yourself? Where are you carrying burdens of others? Where are you being a burden to someone else? Where are you considered heavy to someone else? Do you even know you are? Because, okay, I'm going to say spiritual, but when we come into this spiritual space, a lot of the times people put themselves on a platform, on a pedestal, that wouldn't consider themselves heavy in a neutral way, without going into victim mode. So what I'm asking here is to just have a scan and think about, where is self heavy, or feeling heavy, or others are feeling heavy, in a neutral way, in a matter of fact way. No judgment, no over emotional embellishments of things. It's literally, right, the fact of the matter is, I'm not able to carry the weight of this responsibility, and this responsibility. Therefore, this needs to be delegated. Then I have the capacity to carry this and this. I can't carry all three. Factual, matter of fact, that's it. Simple. Having said that, sometimes to have those conversations with people, it's difficult, because they may see it as a criticism, or they may see it as that's not my responsibility, when it clearly is. They might not want to take on that responsibility, or they may have got used to you taking on certain responsibilities that now you're asking, like, you know what, I need assistance with this. Well, you've been doing it for this long, why do you need assistance now? Exactly. I've been doing it for so long, carrying it. I'm exhausted now. I need support. I have the courage now to say, I'm not going to be carrying this any longer, because the weight of it is getting too much. I need support. I need help. Are you able to do that? I absolutely love this energy. Really loving it. Page of Wands. Page of Wands came in yesterday. Taking new approaches to things. So where you've been carrying someone's weight, someone's burden, someone's debt, someone's depression, someone's this, someone that, is there other sources of resources and assistance available to support you, to support others? Like, for example, someone has an issue, problem. You may at some point thought, okay, I can help this person through it, but then you acknowledge that, you know what, I need to get professional help involved here. Nothing drastic, nothing like whatever, but it could be simple as, I don't know, financial advisor or something like that. Someone who's an expert in their field, accountant, whatever it is, nurse, doctor, dentist, whatever it is, I don't know. Estate agent, I don't know why I keep saying I don't know and then saying more. There's so many different scenarios that instead of trying to do it yourself or trying to carry the weight of someone else's burden yourself, kind of letting them feel that they can actually go to an expert for advice or support or help. But in that, look to how much they don't want to, because they've been benefiting from you from doing it for free, or they've been benefit from you taking on the burden or the wrath or the weight of having to learn about things that they should be learning about. This seems very specific and very pinpointed for whoever's hitting with this reading. I hope you're getting something from it. Any of this actually like hits or seems relevant, I really do hope you're going to get something, because I feel like it's like the icing on the cake to something that's like something that could be enjoyable. You just delegate one thing and then you're able to actually enjoy the cake yourself, instead of always making the cake and there's someone else coming and taking the cake from you and you're like, oh, I have to make another one now. You make that cake, someone else says, oh, I want some, they take half the cake from you and you're like, oh, I haven't even, it's like a cupcake thing. Excellent, excellent. Right, Hierophant, get in that higher perspective, and then from that higher perspective, ask for strength, receive strength, be in your strength, ask for strength, ask for strength, ask for strength. Because if you already had the strength, you wouldn't already be in this position of feeling heavy. Therefore, something is not there. It feels like if anywhere you are resonating with this reading, it feels like something you're going to need is strength. The strength to delegate, the strength to hand back people's responsibilities to themselves. So when they're asking, can you do this, can you do that? Actually, no. But you've been doing it for the last 2.5 years. Well, now's the time to stop then, isn't it? I think it's been going on long enough. Say it, matter of fact. Why don't they want to do it? Well, exact reason why I should not no longer have to do it. Why should I have to do your job? Why should I have to take on your responsibility, your expenses, your debts, your this, your that? I've got my own to deal with. I've got my own that I'm working on. Just because I'm good at keeping my own balance doesn't mean I have to take on your imbalance. You keep your imbalance, I keep my balance. Work on your balance. I'll help you get your balance in a certain way. But if you're expecting me to carry your imbalance, no longer. Judgment. So from those new strategies, new moves, new steps that you could possibly going to be taking, getting the strength to activate, there may be judgment coming in. Don't let yourself bypass opportunities to improve and progress because of judging yourself. And if someone else judges you, just call them out. Call them out a bit. Why do you not want to do this? Because ABC. Well, that's the exact reason why I don't want to do it. Why am I having to do something that someone else would get paid for? You would pay someone else to do it, well then compensate me somewhere that's useful. Excellent, love it. The Moon, emotionally, wow. Emotionally, this is a challenging space for some of you to go into. That's why the strength isn't able to flow in. And I'm conscious of the way she's holding that snake. So it's like having to, you feel restricted and constricted, but at the same time, you've got to constrict and restrict the way you were just giving something or being available to something before. The strength needs to be mastered through the emotion. Let the emotion inform you. If you're feeling restricted, constricted because of other people's expectations of you, other people, sorry, it just flew out. other people's limitations on you. Others, wow, they're really slippy. Other people's, wow, that's a lot going through there. So you've got justice again. If you haven't watched the reading yesterday, there's a specific reading. You'll see in the playlist, Words for Empowerment, Words of Empowerment. I can never remember the name of the playlist. You will see justice yesterday. It was a bonus reading because it was a really strong message. Go and check it out. Ten of Swords. It's not going to be easy, but it will be easy if you ask for the strength. With the strength, it's going to be simple. You're going to be Page of Wands, able to do the things you need to do. If you don't find the strength, you're going to have the higher perspective, but you can't implement it. The whole point is you've got to implement it. You can have the eggs and the batter and everything, but if you don't put it in the tin and put it in the oven, and the oven's on, you ain't got a cake. Insight is great, but what are you going to do with it? Right, so you want another one here. Hermit, go within. Go within and master this within you first. So for those of you who are not with me on my Instagram, I have an Instagram. It's at 108 Tarot. I have put up the Plato extract on the Instagram. Feel free to follow over there. And you can read that, and that gives you some insight. The part that's underlined specifically, you're more than welcome to read the rest of it as well. About justice and injustice. What is just and unjust? Start tweaking that around. Is it just that you just have to be doing other people's work for them? We may be thinking it's just, it's the right thing to do, be of service, be of whatever. But I think some people, in some ways, it's gone way too far because you haven't been of service already. You've got that other group of people who have been at service, in service for other people their whole life, and they've never actually put themselves as a priority. You can't ask those people to be of more service to others. It's actually switching it, turning it around, saying be of service to yourself first. Then, when you are full, when you are at full capacity of your excellence, it starts brimming over and flowing over automatically. And then you've got this abundance and a surplus to share. And you can feel the difference between the surplus that is to share and the having to grasp onto everything. When you've got a surplus, it literally flows so easy. Nothing feels heavy because it's flowing away. If you've got like a water pitcher or something, and the water's in there and it's full, and then it's flowing, that surplus is for others. If someone keeps putting big stones on there, and then they keep piling it on top, restricting and limiting you, this isn't like allowing for the water to flow in it. And that stones piled on top. It's not meant for that. Then you would get a different kind of vessel. You'd get a different kind of thing. That's equivalent to you getting different kind of professional support. That's the equivalence of then compensating you. Like, for example, just a brief example, you spend 20 hours, 10 hours working on this thing for someone who expects it for free because you can do it. Yet that 20 hours therefore means that you've got less time to replenish yourself and less time you earning money for yourself. I'm not saying money is everything, just as an example. You've got less time to be spending with those people who actually require your time, energy and effort to be focused on them. It all starts getting off kilter. It starts becoming imbalanced, unjust. There's a point at which it is unjust. There's a point at which it's like, okay, I can help. Now it's getting, I don't want to say the word, but a level of ABUSE, taken for granted, taken advantage of, undervalued, just taken as a mug. I don't know how to say it without being sounding mean. Nine of Cups, master the emotion, master the emotion, master the emotion, master the emotion. If you recoil and go within yourself because you're unable to just say it, and it's easier for you to recoil and go in yourself and just do it anyway, because you haven't got the strength to speak up and say, you know what, I actually can't do this. Master those emotions so you feel the strength coming in, so you are able to say what you need to say, to hand back other people their responsibilities. I hoped that helped. And because of the weight of this, I'm going to do this. So those of you who don't like tuning forks, I suggest you stop the video right now. See you soon. Take care. See you in the next video. For those of you who do want the tuning forks, here we go. Heavy, where you are unable to let go of carrying other people's burdens because you haven't got the strength to speak your truth. You haven't got the strength to tell them that they need to take on their own responsibilities. Let it go. Let it go. Let it go. Let yourself feel empowered. Let yourself feel the strength flowing in. And with that, see you soon. Peace and love.